This is Fano from An Hour with the Wolf Pack. Today's date is January 25th, 2016. And my segment today is Stepping Out of Babylon, and it's day 4. And I just want to talk about today. I just kind of did the normal diet. I had a salad for lunch. Then I took a nap. Then after that, I had some apples with some nut butter. And that's pretty much it. And I had like a tea. So I noticed though on day 4, it's very, I guess why people don't like calling things a diet, because it's a mental thing. And on day 4, I just feel like it's a lot of like mind games going off in my head. And I think it's really just the bugs inside of me really want what I've been feeding them for the last few months. And I'm not giving in. And I kind of understand why people are so scared to go on those diets. It's because it's not really that you change your food, it's just the mental game. And I think people like mentally are just pretty weak and can't deal with it. So, I mean, I guess I'm happy that I'm strong-minded and I know what's going on in my body, and I know what all these thoughts mean. And it's kind of crazy because you just kind of go through the whole day thinking like, you know, you can go through certain aspects, but then like in your downtime, you think about like eating something that's bad. And a lot of it is just sugar cravings, because if you don't know, sugar is basically 9 times more addicting than cocaine. So I'd imagine like a lot of what I'm going through, even though like I'm still eating natural sugars, I'm pretty sure my body's craving like the white bread and flour and that type of uncooked no mineral types of food. And I stopped drinking, so I think that's also like it's just craving like another wheat slash sugar source. And yeah, and I gave up like a lot of other things too, and I just been focusing on myself and doing projects. So it's a little draining, just like dealing with the detoxifying from it. But it also makes you really realize how you don't really live your life. It's just things inside of you constantly tell you, do this, do that, eat this, eat that. And when you're really conscious about it, you realize it's not like I'm craving to eat really healthy things. It's like I'm craving to eat like, I don't know, like bread and butter, or like a slice of pizza, or maybe like even drinking one beer, you know? And if you're conscious enough, you realize there's like nothing in that beer that's good for you or that does anything. And it's a poison when it goes into your body, and your body just automatically tries to get rid of it. And it's the same thing with the pizza, and it's the same thing with bread. It's the same thing with spaghetti. It's the same thing with ice cream. It's the same thing with a cookie. And granted, there's probably like small amounts of things that could be good for you, but the overall of it is really toxifying. And the later on it gets to the day, the more you get the cravings, because also, if you don't know, at nighttime is when all your parasites pretty much wake up. So, like, a lot of people have cravings at night or eat stuff at night. And when I'm talking about night, I'm talking about past 7, 8 o'clock, pretty much a few hours after the sun goes down. That's when people get a lot of cravings to eat things. And you have to realize that we can't see at night. So you can't hunt at night. You can't eat at night. But the way we live our lives is that you can turn on a light and you can go in your kitchen and you can have a snack or eat something, and your body in reality starts to break down around 8, 9 o'clock and is trying to deal with issues inside your body, and it's trying to make you go to sleep so it can repair things, and then you just wake up in the morning and basically poop it all out or pee it all out. But a lot of people can't sleep, and it's not that you can't sleep, it's that the things that live inside of you woke up. They're not ready to sleep until you feed them. So it's mainly a mental game that we play. And so I just think when people say, like, I can't do a diet or I cave in and do all these things, it's just like, well, I guess you should not go on the diet. You should go work on yourself first and find out who you are, what you want to do, and what you really want to be, and then go on the diet. And it's like, I was big when I was a kid, and I think a lot of being overweight or any of that stuff is a lot of mental things. But for me though, it's like I just grew out of it. Like I grew like a whole foot, went from like 5 foot to 6 foot, and I grew into my weight. But even now, if I don't eat right, like I have to eat right, really right, every day, and exercise just to look like decent. And then if I really want to look crazy, I gotta like work out a lot, like a lot. And some people say that's DNA and genetics and all that shit. And maybe it's like maybe I don't have the best genes, but I look at it as like a blessing, because at least I can look in the mirror and be like, wow, I mean like shit really quick, and actually get back on my game. Versus a lot of people, they think they look all sexy and shit, but they're basically eating really shitty, and they're growing tumors and cancer and all this shit in their body. And for me, I can just see it, within a week or a month. And some people take years and years, and then it's too late. Then they have their disease or whatever they have. So, I'm just put here, and I just gotta work harder, and I feel happy about it, because I can get to the point where I feel really, really like happy about the way I look, and and there's points where I don't work as hard and I'm not happy with what I see. And a lot of people say, like, if you really want to see who you are, take off all your clothes and go look in the mirror, and you can see what's living on you. You can see parts of your body that you don't think looks attractive, and that's just it's because it's bugs and it's toxins. And you just gotta eat right and look up people online that eat right and do certain diets and just go on it, and then be happy. And then always had the mindset that after a month you'll see results, after 2 months you'll see a lot of results, and then after like 6 months you'll be like, wow, like I can't believe I used to eat that bad. And then it's like game over, everything changes. Because the other big thing people don't realize is that all your cells come and go, So pretty much you rebuild all your body parts. So whatever body part you have that's bad, maybe it's your lungs or your heart or your eyes or any of that stuff, it's going to rebuild a new one. But you are what you eat, and your cells only rebuild off of what you're feeding it. So if you eat really, really mineralized, high vitamin things, then you'll have like a high level eyeball within a certain amount of time, high level heart, high level lungs. But if you eat with stuff with no minerals or vitamins, that's what you get after 3, 4 months or 6 months, depending on what organ. They'll take different times, but after a certain time, like that's you get a low level energy liver, let's say, or kidneys, versus if you ate really high dense nutritious things. So that's the amazing thing about the body, that's constantly trying to be better. And even when you feed it a bunch of crap, it still tries to be the best version of itself. So I'll end my segment with that. And this is day 4. And my segment is called Stepping Out of Babylon. And today's date is January 25th, 2016. And thank you guys for listening. And hope you enjoyed. And live life with love in your heart, and love everyone else